Are they leaving? That is the question we are asking today as we check in with Kawa Entertainment's Xian de Noir, a marshmallow vampire leader enjoying her time on the Bounce SMP Minecraft server, and who is also a very deep thinker, taking to twitter.com to ask, so are we leaving Twitter or not? That being a question numerous VTubers are asking themselves. This is due to an upcoming change with Twitter, in which they will be charging $8 a month for a check mark. That not only now meaning verification on the platform, but also potentially with the tweets from these accounts receiving exceptional priority. Reacting to this news is Demon Dice, lyricist, vocalist, animator, streamer, voice actress, and saying Twitter's dying. Oh, yeah. As much as I feel sorry for fellow artists, hope Tumblr is good to y'all. This as we also check in with Snuffy, who through Techie Cutie has had a limited edition skateboard deck available, and reacting to this Twitter news with, "This isn't how I wanted to get verified." Saying further, "I don't know if I'm going to quote-unquote leave Twitter, but I am thinking about making a new social media account to expand the Raccoon Empire." Later sharing, "I made a Tumblr. It feels so wrong." And posting to the site with this, "Anyone who was based enough to follow my Tumblr, here's some winter concepts for your stomach to digest." Offering up these 4 different Snuffies. And further, Xian would say, "Please don't on anyone that pays the $8 a month for Twitter Blue. Understand that this is the only way for creators and artists to still be able to keep their income flow." That being said, it's not even available for most countries, which is a shame. If you have the time and energy, please consider putting all your moots and following in a list and use that as your new and improved timeline. And as a part of that, we also have VTuber Iochi, who's also been having fun on Bounce SMP and tweeting out, "People putting me in the Twitter list right now with the news hitting, I will kiss you," and then showing off all the lists she has been put on, saying, "On my way to kiss y'all." We also have this point coming from Kay, saying it's crazy that $8 to them is a quote-unquote coffee, but in other countries like my country, the Philippines, that's like our minimum wage per day. Twitter has been my main source of income, and having this verified subscription thing so that my artworks would be seen is very frustrating. Also randomly, this Twilight Sparkle account showed up on my feed. Don't know how that got there. Stating, "I am on my hands and knees begging you all not to put your credit card details into the hands of the guy who just fired a ton of security engineers to receive an quote-unquote algorithm boost." Chiming in, we also have Mary, lead writer of Merryweather Media and Dogboy, now celebrating 200,000 subscribers on YouTube, and also the owner of Merryweather Media here with the 1 million follower and verified account on Twitter, with Mary sharing, "Speaking as someone who is verified on my main account, I've long wanted Twitter checkmarks to stop being about having industry connections. All content creators should be allowed to verify their account after a certain follower goal is reached, like on YouTube." Yeah, the $8 a month thing is kind of a weird way to do it, and I hope there will be added some controls to make sure not just anyone can do it, but overall it's better than the weird and vague quote-unquote connection system they had previously. Adding, ideally it should be locked behind a certain follower count, like how YouTube does it. On YouTube, you can only get verified once you reach 100,000 subscribers. Oh wow, 100,000 subscribers. If only that could be us. Maybe one day. Chrysalia would also say, "Not leaving Twitter, nor will I block or judge anyone who buys the verification. I understand that getting impressions and growing is critical here if you want to make profit or run a small business, so I have your back. If you feel you need to, do it." Also reacting is Kenji at Sun Kenji, with this Twitch partner saying, "Why everyone bitching about the $8 a month like they aren't gonna fold, and get that regardless." And also reacting to the discourse saying, "Why are you putting emphasis on artists so much? This affects everyone on Twitter. Shut up. You can literally replace every artist in your sentence with content creator, sex worker, small business owner, politician, or any other group on Twitter." Also going on to ask, "The is a Tumblr?" And lastly, "Alright, for real, someone cash at me $8 because I'm getting this verification. All y'all hating, I can't wait for you peasants to be pushed off my timeline." And lastly, weighing in here, we have Abaki Pam, CEO of PlayAsia, with this VTuber saying, "I keep seeing people planning to block everyone who buys into verification. But as much as I hate that paying is a thing, why would you block creators who are only trying to prevent the algorithm from suppressing them? Their business depends on Twitter, and they can afford afford it. It's easy to say, quote, move elsewhere, or quote, don't support Musk, but many people are legitimately scared and their livelihoods rely on Twitter. Just have some compassion for whatever people end up choosing. It's exploitive, yes, but some people can't afford to lose dollars to make a point. And we have a very important point pointed out by Vtuber Talk on our Discord, as we'd like to thank them for highlighting the update for Twitter, stating get Twitter Blue for $7.99 a month. If you sign up now, your account will get a blue check mark just like the celebrities, companies, and politicians you already follow, and promising that coming soon, half the ads and much better ones. Since you're supporting Twitter in the battle against the bots, we're going to reward you with half the ads and make them twice as relevant. Also offering the ability to post longer videos, but likely the most important point here for content creators on the platform, priority ranking for quality content. Your content will get priority ranking in replies, mentions, and search, stating this helps lower the visibility of scams, spam, and bots. Again, this priority ranking only mentioning replies, mentions, and search, not the primary home feed that many content creators are concerned primarily with. The implementation of this change is still pending, originally intended to roll out today. We'll have more as it develops. And also developing now is the release of Sword Art Online, the much anticipated online game, announcing that players may log in, and of course with numerous VTubers lining up to play it. As next up, we check with Gawr of Hololive English, recently appearing in the Hosho Marine concert, stating coolest live ever. I recognize so many songs from the set list. Thank you, Sencho. With this shark girl appearing in the most random of places lately, including this third volume of a Kodansha book. And speaking of books, Gura also tweeted out, received my hardcover birthday cookbook from you guys today. You are the very best. Thank you so much. Sabin. That also bringing us to Hololive English's Ouro Kronii, who this past weekend performed an unarchived karaoke, and earlier sharing, I got fan mail, and they're all so wholesome, and I can see the effort put into writing and creating. Thank you for taking the time to have sent me these. I'm so happy to have gotten them, and will take my time reading them today. Also dishing out more for the fans is Hololive English's Mori Calliope, receiving this cosplay from Chimenko and saying, I want to get closer to the people I love. And with the Mori Calliope information Twitter account teasing this guest vocal from someone known only as Seaman on Mori Calliope's upcoming album Cinderella. But who? Who could this mysterious Seaman be? Callie herself would share, he infuriates me, but he begged for a line, so I gave him one. And oh, we have some breaking news, people. We have breaking news. We're receiving another update about Sword Art Online's launch. There are reports of players not waking up from Sword Art Online when the nerve gear is removed. Please do not log into Sword Art Online and do not remove the headset of someone who is playing while this issue is being looked into. Hololive Indonesia's Irony EO15 also reacting. Did you all log into Sal today? Cannot log out. Oops. But in other news, we have Hololive English's Amelia Watson taking part in the recent Sports Fest. We'll have more on that soon. But earlier sharing, due to some minor inconvenient health stuffs, I'm going to take the next week or so off from streaming, but I'll be back fully charged. Still working on some stuff I'm excited to show you guys soon. Also on a hiatus with Hololive English is IRyS, with the V-Singer tweeting out, IRyS, how are you, IRyS? Did you guys notice my new icon? Take a long, hard look now while you have a chance. And here we have this existing profile picture, that being artwork from IRyS's character illustrator Red Juice, all while IRyS shared, thank you so much for the awesome birthday book. Was surprised with the amount of messages and beautiful art. I will treasure it always and read it whenever I need a dose of hopium. I'm so blessed to have such wonderful fans. Also running into issues keeping on schedule is Hololive English's Hakos Baelz, not only receiving this was up as shared by Elaine, but this past weekend saying La Fever, we meet again. One more day of rest, please. I'll be back soon, I promise, with A's next stream scheduled for tonight. And also fighting to keep on schedule is Nanashi Mumei of Hololive English, seen here along with others in this Halloween art from Jazz Jack, as Mumei would tweet out, if I get all my work done in time, I will stream later. And then later, even if I do not get all my work done in time, I will stream later. And then the choices I made yesterday are affecting me today. I'll get a schedule up soon and stream tomorrow. This while we are waiting the return for Ninamai Enanis of Hololive English, English, with Tsukoma-sana's character illustrator Paco tweeting out sometimes, I suddenly feel sad that Ina is not streaming. This lastly bringing us to Hololive English's series Fauna, saying of the 3-part Halloween series that she helped write, I hope you liked #Halloween. I like to think the stories are a little more than meets the eye, but in the end, the truth is up to the observer. All your comments are really sweet. I appreciate it so much. And it's so special to be able to share stories and have people enjoy them. So delighted. The next day, Fauna would tweet, something urgent came up and I'll be canceling streams for now. I'm sorry. I'm not sure when I'll be back, but I will let you know. And then the next day, yesterday, tweeting out, I'm sorry to bring bad news, but my cat Clover has passed away. He lived a very long and happy life of 22 years. Rest in peace, little buddy. I will love you forever. His sweet meows will always be remembered. I will be taking a break from streaming for now. And cat-loving Hololive English member Takanashi Kiara would reply, already told you I wouldn't be able to stream either. If something like this happened to me, have all my support as a fellow cat mom. Take your time. I'm sure Clover loved every moment he had with you and couldn't have had a better mama than you. Other well wishes would come in from Shy Lily, Nijisanji English's Elira Pendora, Fauna's character illustrator offering up a rest in peace Clover, Hakos Baelz saying rest in peace Clover, because of you, Clover lived a long and happy life. Take your time and we'll always be here for you. Further offering condolences was IRyS, Bishoujo's Silvervale, music video producer Kanaeru, Obaki Pam, Amelia Watson, Ouro Kronii, Tsunamaki Watame, Kureiji Ali, Mori Calliope, Pavolia Rene, Kayla Kowalskia, Vestia Zeta, and Kobo Kanaeru. This as Rest in Peace Clover then began to trend, and while fans now await Fauna's return, she was earlier able to share more about her work with Halloween, stating that the first story was inspired by Tomie, and the second story was fully inspired by its author Junji Ito, even mentioning that she had to cut back on the gore for episode 2 and 3. And on the subject of Junji Ito and Tomie, we have Kobo with Hololive Indonesia, appearing in this directly inspired artwork from Tante, sharing this Kobo Tomie, and even this full black and white manga accurate spread. Unfortunately, all is not well for Kobo, as she went on to share this photo, fully living up to the meme, recreated here by Sabi. And we have even more breaking news now on the Sword Art Online situation. Do not log in to Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online has trapped roughly 10,000 players within the game and are unable to log out. It's been reported that around 213 people have been killed from their families removing the headset. And meanwhile, with Hololive Indonesia, we have Moona Hoshinova planning something with Hololive Japan's Ozora Subaru, who had messaged her with let's work together in the bed. This all as Moona has a very special verification mark now on YouTube, being now verified as an official artist channel, all while also hitting 1.23 million subscribers. That leading to a very special celebration, complete even now with merchandise, including not only a keychain, but a two-sided changing poster and t-shirt along with more. This all while also celebrating with Hololive Indonesia as Vestia Zeta.
This is a normal cat. Yeah. This is an angry cat. Yeah. This is a sad cat. Yeah. This is a crazy cat.
Who today is celebrating her birthday, receiving well wishes even from Nijisanji English's Celine Tatsuki, stating happy birthday Zeta, I hope you have an amazing birthday and eat some delicious cake. I know it goes really well with sriracha and ghost pepper. Celine would also take part in the call-in stream, which involved numerous other members of Hololive, including even Hall Stars Japan, and a very special appearance by Uncle Roger, who went on to critique Zeta's cooking. And yes, we have birthday merchandise, with a rubber mat, keychain, and postcard available for order. And now checking back in on the Sword Art Online situation, it is now being called the SAL Disaster. The SAL Special Victims Force has been formed. Please contact them if someone you know is trapped in Sword Art Online. They will assist with transport to hospitals. Nijisanji's Reza would reply, man, looking at what's happening to the game, guess I'm lucky I didn't save up for a nerve gear. Hope everything ends well for the Sword Art Online players. Also reacting was Nijisanji English's Elira Pendora, tweeting out, wake up babe, it's time to put your nerve gear on forever. And unrelated, Elira had a different message for Clipper friends, saying thank you so much for all your hard work. I love watching all kinds of clips so much. I've noticed recently, especially since we finished Xenoblade Chronicles 3, some thumbnails have had major game spoilers in them. Please refrain from this if possible. Thank you. This isn't just about Xenoblade specifically, but any kind of game with the longer playthroughs that might take other viewers more time to watch. I would appreciate if the thumbnails were spoiler-free so everyone can enjoy. Reiterating, I really appreciate all you clippers so much. And clarifying further, this also doesn't mean stop clipping major game moments. It's perfectly fine. I love watching these clips and seeing everyone's responses, reactions, and takes in the comments. It brings me so much joy. Just, if possible, no spoilers and thumbnails alone, I would appreciate. Thank you so much again to all clippers for all your hard work. You do so much for all of us, and I appreciate you to the moon and back. Thank you. Then as we now appreciate our co-host, Cody, bringing us more things VTubers say.
Hi yo! That one's for you, Python. I see you in the comments. But it's game on time at Hololive, as the annual sports festival has just taken place. There was a last-minute team shuffle, with Inagami Kronii unfortunately having to bow out due to scheduling conflicts. Minato Aqua was moved into white team, and Kayela was added into the mix. Each team now has pinch hitters, which are members who will participate in both halves of the festival. Team leaders will stream their POV, with Fubuki, Kanata, and Toa taking lead for the first half, and Suisei, Botan, and Pecora for the second. All EN, ID, and JP members will be participating in Red Light, Green Light. This year, A-chan joins in the commentary, saying, I will be an announcer, so those who have forgotten to move can get their butts flattened. Meanwhile, Ukami Mio and Shirokami Fubuki will play the role of MC. Yago even made a short appearance, asking the girls if they're satisfied with their training, as Usada Pecora was training her dance moves, captured here by Moona, saying, haha, became a hee-hee. The production quality was off the charts this year, as we were treated to some cinematic shots. Each team had its very own entrance into the festival, carrying items to represent their team colors, with TNT pom-poms representing red, golden axes to represent yellow, and tridents for Team White. Except Suisei, she carried a diamond axe. In the first half, we saw a boat race, with the two seafaring members, Aquamarine, pairing up to create a power couple to dominate the waters. But not long after, everyone was reminded that they're just cosplayers, and it was the duo of Fubuki and Polka that took the win, with Team Red gaining an early lead on yellow and white. Watame of Team Red and Botan of Team White were caught threatening each other with TNT. But it wasn't the only scuffle, as after every game, blood was shed. The fencing round pretty much turned into a screaming match, but staff member Nodoka really enjoyed one mechanic, saying the distance is amazing, it's so powerful. That referring to the mechanic where the losers of fencing get yeeted into the air, as Kevin captured Aki-Rose flying off into the distance. Moving into the second half, A-chan said, this year's camera work is even better with the help of pros, as the Red Light Green Light event gave us a look at not only the mass amount of members taking part, but also a look at the sheer scale of the obstacle map, and even a top-down view to accurately see who is in the lead. There was also a very clever bit of code in place to award and tally up the number of points each team received. As the festival progressed, Team White slowly caught up, and in the end, it was the group relay that would determine the winner. Fubuki created a helpful visual to help her teammates through some of the more deceiving obstacles. Meanwhile, Team Yellow had a little huddle to decide on tactics, but it wasn't the only discussion going on, as translator Noroiko caught Kanata and Botan of Team White trying to pass the leader role to each other, as they had previously decided the leader had to treat everyone to yakiniku if they won. They then switched to trying to get Sora and Mio, the manager of Team White, to treat them instead. The relay race was fierce, as Nagi captured Team Yellow's cheers for Amelia Watson. Mental, physical, passion, while another user captured the two types of runners. But in the end, it was Team White who took the W with a 2-point lead. A-chan tweeted, it was a close match. Another good battle this year. Congratulations, White Team, for their comeback victory. Nodoka captured this shot of the whole team, saying thank you all for your hard work. We were able to watch from our seats with sweaty hands. But this shot was captured after Suisei ruined the first one by throwing a perfectly aimed trident at the camera. Bei, who was part of Team White, went on to tweet, yesterday Zako, today champions. And Kamishiro Taishi had a huge thanks to all the translators who assisted with the festival, including Momiji Loop and many more. But the end of the sports events didn't mean the end of the festival, as the festival song Happy Fever was released for listening. Mio composed and wrote the lyrics for the song, which she sang alongside Miko and Subaru. And to celebrate the release of the song, the first ever merch for a sports festival was also announced, complete with acrylic stand, voice packs, a towel, and a water bottle, or water bottle for those that are disappointed I didn't say it like that. But with the sports news out the way, let's talk uproar, as the stars are getting their 3D models, beginning with male VTuber Minase Rio, who opened up his 3D live with this ghostly apparition, which eventually transitioned into reality, and the new 3D model has incredible detail. Look at those knees. Rio then went on to sing Inside You, and then gave us a look at a night version of his seafront stage. Oh, did I mention the incredible detail on this model? Right down to the accessories. Minase Rio later removed his jacket, giving us a peek at what's underneath. And also, cat! User HonoBoyG posted this show reel, letting us know they were in charge of the 3D model. And finally, we have Suisei, whose comeback stream was a live 3D concert. If you were worried about her voice after surgery, don't be, because she sounds incredible. Suisei opened with her hit single, Stella Stella, and then went on to sing some of her more recent releases. But also joining the stage was Taku Inoue, as they performed various songs from their collab project, Midnight Grand Orchestra. And if that wasn't enough for you, Niji Sanji's Tsukino Mito joined both Suisei and Taku Inoue to perform Anti-Gravity Girl, a Mito original song, in collaboration with Taku Inoue. The stream ended with 4 announcements, starting with Suisei's second album, Spectre, launching next year, as well as her second solo live, also taking place in January, at Tokyo Garden Theatre. Additionally, there was a Suisei Nendoroid announcement, complete with a Tetris block and axe, and the final announcement being the release of a brand new song titled Wee Wee Woo. And lastly, in today's news, I have no idea how to segue to this, but Yago is still in the Halloween mood and posted this cursed clay model saying, "I got you a Halloween present." That's everything from me. Back over to you, False.
Thank you very much, Cody. And a quick thank you to Yin at Yin is Dead, coming to us with a Cody that has an oversized hoodie, fat chain, and crown. And next we have our co-host Lae-Dee with Indie VTuber News.
Thanks, False. Delinquent Frog VTuber Koki has now re-debuted with a whole new design, followed up with some new emotes done by Shenrix. Fans such as Yun are fawning over the new design, forever cementing Koki as their Oshi. But not only is there a new model design, but also an updated skin in Minecraft. Wandering Pup VTuber IRyS announces that they are going to be going on an indefinite hiatus, officially leaving on their 2nd year anniversary, that being December 12th, thanking everyone for the support and learning experiences along the way. Live 2D rigger and artist Sunny Hinode reveals a preview of what could be a very spooky announcement, but is a joyful announcement, that being of Sunny's birthday bash coming up November 12th to the 13th, where she will be hosting a 24-hour donathon, games, and more. Bun VTuber Uzurimiya gives a sneak peek on a potentially new design, with this new look already receiving fan work, with this galactic bun illustrated by Alfria. And now back to you, False.
Thank you, Lae-Dee. And thank you to Sha Roto, giving us this fan artwork of the dynamic duo. And once again, feel free to check out our merch drop with Uwu Market, where you can pick up the hat and mug, as we are also teamed up with Advanced GG, where you can use code FALSE for 10% off. And that is all for this episode. As always, feel free to like, comment, and yes, subscribe, as we are so close to 100,000 subscribers here on YouTube. Send your VTuber news to our Discord. We record live on Twitch, and we'll have more Things VTubers Say for you soon.